Alright, we're tackling the Boulder Town Martial Exhibition today. It's going to be a batch upload for the first 3 stages, just so that I can get caught up going forward. And the physical stage is pretty much all about weakness breaking. Whenever you hit a weakness broken enemy, you deal damage equal to 6% of that target's max HP. And this is every hit, so the multiple ticks of, say, a Luka Enhanced Basic are all going to do 6% of that target's max HP. So you can just really shred the enemies here. For the team, I'm gonna run this through with Sushang, Luka, Anya, and Natasha. If you want to play Sushang with the Trial Argenti, that is up to you. I personally prefer Sushang as a DPS. I just really like her, and yeah, she's also 4-star, which makes her kind of better and worse. You know, she could be stronger if she was 5-star. Being 4-star, she's also pretty accessible by everyone. But yeah, if you don't have a physical DPS invested, you can definitely switch to Argenti. I will kind of let you know which buffs would benefit him more when the time comes. Alright, so the first stage, nothing fancy. We pretty much just focus down the boss. Okay, so we use skill, and that will weakness break. After this, we just can focus on the boss. I'll use Sushang's skill there. I'll just use Hanya's skill on that thing, and we get the kill. And then I'll buff up Sushang so that she does a little bit more damage. With this, we should be able to take down the boss in this cycle and save some time. Yeah. There we go. So Luka finishes off the boss, and then his ult will finish off the minion. Pretty simple first fight. So this is one of the main points where you can choose either your Argenti or your more offensive type unit buff. Argenti would definitely benefit from this energy regen with his high 180 energy cost, but we're going to go for the more tactical kind of DPS-ish route of the advancing our actions forward, because we don't really need our energy all that much. And yeah, it's just all more tactical. So we'll start the battle here. The Silvermane Lieutenants aren't really super difficult enemies by any means. They summon some minions as well, which really just benefit us since we can advance our actions forward when we weakness break them. We'll use Luka's skill here to get a point towards his passive. And Sushang's just gonna kind of shred this thing for now. Use Hanya's skill on that thing, then we can get our Sushang ult and do a bunch of damage. I'll also lower this guy so that we can weakness break him when we need to. And Luka should pretty easily shred this thing. Yep. I'll just lower this thing for now. Oh, it survived. That's surprising. It's still kind of whatever though.
No more playing. Still in denial.
Okay, so I'll use the skill here. And yeah, I will use. Actually, I'll just use Luka's ult right now. This will get us our enhanced basic, which I want to go for right now.
Just a little something. You're the best.
Great, and now we'll shred this thing. And yeah, Luka just minces the Silvermane Lieutenants. It's actually pretty crazy. Okay, this will do a bunch of damage to this thing so that we can easily deal with it. And I want to get that guy low enough that we can deal with it when we need to. There we go. And yeah, pretty easy fight. You can just utilize the minions to kind of advance your action forward when needed. And for this final battle, I'm gonna go with the Guillotine Slam. It might not have as instant of effect as the Road Roller Throw, but once you weakness break the bosses once, you can pretty much weakness break them with a single attack afterwards.
I won't surrender.
Alright. Gonna do this to quickly get a Sushang ult ready. This will allow us to kind of weakness break this thing a little earlier than we otherwise would have. Actually, can I? Yeah, I can break that thing with a single skill. I mean, single basic attack. Right. And with this, Luka will move forward, which is great since he'll have his enhanced basic to shred. And we can just focus on the Guardian Shadow now. There we go, so now we can move again, and we'll also get our ult, which is great. For the most part, I just utilize the minions to advance my actions forward. Okay. Anya doesn't really have as many single attacks, so she's not as useful as Sushang in these situations, or Luka. Okay. I'll use my skill here, and then this will bring her... I should have healed. Low enough where we can use our basic attack twice in a row. And honestly, I think Luka could probably kill with that. And never mind. Actually, we wouldn't get all the procs on it.
I'm okay. Want to see what I can do?
For the most part, Sushang being able to weakness break with a single skill is pretty great, since you can get multiple skills on a single enemy, and it kind of makes up for her ult not being useful in that regard. Okay. There we go. Now we can deal with this thing. Honestly, everything should probably die this turn to bleed, but we'll still finish it off. There. Pretty simple. If you utilize the stage mechanics, it's not a super difficult stage. And yeah, we can easily clear it without too much of a hassle. That is it for... Actually, I'll show off the unit stats that I had. Yeah, physical sort here. Oh. Well, that's useless. Okay. I thought it'd actually show. Luka was the trial unit, so you can easily check out his stats. Just ran the boxing set, nothing fancy. Yeah, Eidolons, honestly, don't really matter past this one here, but if you're running Hanya, that also doesn't matter too much. I didn't really notice speed as much of a factor in this stages compared to Memory of Chaos, where if I had enough speed with Sushang, I felt like I was actually skipping cycles. Oh wait, what am I doing? I didn't use my own Luka. And yeah, the last character is Natasha. Pretty simple character overview here. It's only 3 characters, maybe even 2 depending on if I like both trial units. And yeah, that's it for... Interesting. Anyways, that's it for the physical stage. We're going to start out with the ice stage tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow? We're going to start out with the ice stage later today, or at the same time. I haven't decided yet.